What's up everyone, and welcome to today's 10-minute core workout. Today we're going all body weight and we're focusing on some advanced core exercises for the next 10 minutes. We're gonna get started with some bridges, some dead bugs, some leg lowers, kind of just get everything nice and loose, nice and fired up. And then from there, we're gonna start to kind of turn the dial on up as we work in some more advanced core exercises. Again, it's going to be 10 minutes of work. I'm with you every step of the way. Let's go get started. So right now, let's come on down to the floor, right on your back. We're gonna get started with some core immobility. 10 minutes of work here. So flat on your back, knees are going to be bent. Hands are going to be right by your side. I want you on your heels. I just want you to come into this hip bridge. So I want you to lift your hips out up towards the ceiling. Focus on firing up those hamstrings and glutes here, posterior chain, back side of your body. Get that big squeeze. Awesome, let's drop out of that one. Let's go legs at 90. Arms are going to be straight up. Lower back is driving into the floor here. I want you to extend opposite arm, opposite leg. So as you extend your right arm overhead, kicking that left leg out, back to that neutral starting position. Then we're gonna go left arm, right leg, okay? Make sure lower back is driving to the floor. Trunk is nice and locked in, okay? Be real intentional here. And make sure as you move that one arm overhead, that opposite arm doesn't move as well. Sometimes it starts to slide forward. Really think about locking it in with these, okay? Awesome, so let's go right onto all fours. I'm gonna have you come into cat-cow. So hands are directly underneath your shoulders, knees are directly underneath your hips. I want you to get some movement through your spine. So I want you to lift and I want you to tuck your chin towards your neck there. And then I want you to tilt to look up towards the ceiling, okay? So think about getting some movement through your spine with these. Breathe through it. Awesome, so staying right on all fours, let's come into bird dog. So it's opposite arm, opposite leg. I want you to extend on out here. Back is nice and flat. Maintain that good neutral spine. Hands are directly underneath your shoulders, knees under hips. Make sure your hips don't rock too much here, okay? Awesome, let's go right back onto your back. This time I'm gonna have you go straight leg drop. So legs are going to be up nice and straight. Hands right by your side, slow, controlled. I want you to drop one leg on down to the floor. Return to that starting position, then bring it to the opposite side. Okay, trunk is nice and locked in, lower back is driving to the floor. Thinking hip mobility, core stability with these, okay? As you drop that leg on down, make sure you don't open on up. So you shouldn't be opening up through that hip there. Toes should be staying nice and straight. Bracing your core big time. Awesome, so now we're gonna go right back into that dead bug and I'm gonna have you only move your legs with these. So last time we did opposite arm, opposite leg. This time hands are going to be right by your side. I just want you to extend your leg on out, return to that neutral starting position, then go opposite side, okay? So always returning to that 90 degree bend at your legs, bracing your core, nothing going on low back here. You are locked in, breathe through it, okay? Exhale on that extension. Perfect. Awesome, so let's flip on over. Let's go into high plank position. I'm gonna have you go into slow controlled knee drives with these high planks, or with this high plank. I want you to screw your hands into the floor here, fire up those lats, and it's slow and controlled on that knee drive. About a 1 count up, about a 1 count back. Push the floor away from you. We're gonna stay with these for 20, okay? Breathe, breathe, breathe. Let's go for another 5 seconds. Awesome, so let's go right back on your back. So now we just hit those straight leg drops before. Now we're gonna kind of mimic a similar idea. Legs are going to be up nice and straight, hands are right by your side. I want you to kick your heels up towards the ceiling. So I just want you to lift through your lower trunk here, extend straight up to that ceiling. When you bring it back to that neutral, you don't swing down, okay? Think about only about a 10-degree drop on those. So it's very slight, okay? Breathe, breathe, breathe. Think about getting those hips off the floor. Use your hands to get some leverage here, okay? Awesome, so let's go right to 90. Hands are gonna be right by your side. We're gonna come right to that dead bug. So I just want you to extend right on out. Legs are at 90, okay? Tap that heel, return to that neutral starting position, bracing your core, lower back is protected and driving into the floor here. Exhale on this extension and that return to that neutral position, okay? Breathe through it. Awesome, we're right back into high plank position, slow and controlled with these knee drives. Hands on your shoulders, back is nice and flat, be real intentional. Slow, controlled on this drive here, okay? There we go, 20 seconds. Let's go for another 5. Think about pushing the floor away from you with these. And good, awesome, perfect. Let's drop. So I'm gonna have you come right into a side plank. With that side plank, forearm's going to be directly underneath this shoulder, shoulder in line with this top hand. Make sure you're not out here, not too far under. So one good straight line here. Feet are going to be stacked. I just want you to hold. A couple different options here. If you need to modify, tuck your heels back towards your butt. I want you to come onto your hip, hold from here, make sure your back is nice and flat. If you're like, Elise, let's take it up a level, I want you to add this little bit of a hip drop right here, okay? Find an option that makes sense for you. We're gonna hold for 20 and 3, 2, 1. Let's go, lock it in. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Forearms directly underneath that shoulder, shoulder in line with that top hand. Feet are stacked, back is flat. Make sure no rounded spine, okay? Breathe through it. Awesome, let's go opposite side. Let's go opposite side. Feet are stacked, forearms directly underneath that shoulder. We'll lock it in. There we go, breathe, breathe, breathe. If you want to add a little bit of a hip drop, you can. Totally optional though. If you just want to hold, just hold. Good straight lines here. Awesome, let's go right back onto your back here. Legs are going to be straight up. I want you to add or go right back into that kick up, okay? Hands are gonna be right by your side. Kick your feet up towards the ceiling again. Only let your legs come down a touch. Breathe through it, okay? There we go. Try to get those hips off the floor a little bit. Awesome, perfect. So I'm gonna have you stay right on your back. We're gonna come into a partial get up, sit up, and then we're gonna come right back into that side plank. For this partial get up, sit up, right knee is bent, right arm is straight up, left leg is out nice and straight on a little bit of angle, left arm is out to the side. I want you to come all the way up to your forearm, right? And then I want you to come all the way up to your palm if you feel confident doing so, which is going to be right here. Bring it right back down the same way, okay? If you wanna add a weight to this straight arm, you can. But don't look to add that weight until you feel really confident with this movement, okay? So bring it right back down, right arm is up, right knee is bent. Don't be afraid to roll onto that hip of that straight leg. Bring it right back down, perfect. Let's go another 10 more seconds here, probably another rep or 2. Awesome, so let's go opposite side. Let's bring it to the opposite side here. For me, that's going to be left knee bent, left arm straight up, right leg out to the side, right arm out to the side. Get all the way up to that forearm, all the way up to that palm. Bring it right down the same way, okay? Breathe, breathe, breathe. There we go. Lots of control with these. Be real intentional. Connect with your core. Let's go for another 5 seconds here. Finish up the one you're on. Awesome, perfect. We're gonna go right back into that side plank. Forearms directly underneath that shoulder, right? Shoulder in line with that top hand, feet are stacked. If you need to modify, I'm gonna start with that modification. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, lock it in. You can hold from right here. We're gonna go 20 seconds per side. Breathe, breathe, breathe. If you wanna take it up a level, let's just hold. If you wanna go up level 3, you could add this hip drop. Awesome, let's go opposite side. Let's go opposite side. Feet are stacked, let's lock it in. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go 20 seconds here. Here we go, good work everyone. Go last 5 seconds. Awesome, let's go right on your back. We're gonna close this on out with a partial get up, sit up. Right knee bent, right arm straight up, left leg out nice and straight on a little bit of angle, left arm out to the side. Come all the way up to that forearm, bicep track by that ear, bring it up to that palm, bring it right back down the same way, okay? Again, don't be afraid to roll onto that straight leg hip, okay? There we go. Get all the way up there. Awesome, let's bring it to the opposite side. Let's bring it to the opposite side. Close this on out. For me, that's gonna be left arm up, left knee bent, right arm out to the side, right leg out to the side. Get all the way up there, forearm, palm, perfect. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And good, awesome, rest, rest, rest. So I just want you to kick your legs back behind you. I just want you to push up through your hips here real quick. Roll those shoulders back, good work. Look up towards the ceiling, get a good stretch of your trunk.